Verse of the day, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Clean Reads podcast. I'm your host, Izzy, and today's book review is called The Last Bear by Hannah Gold. And this book, I know it's been very popular as of late, especially for middle grade readers. And I found it at the library, brand new copy also. Fun fact about me, I actually love, and I mean love, getting the UK and I want to say foreign world copies because I don't live in Europe. Obviously, as you can tell, I'd love to go someday though. It is slightly different, just some of the wording, I think. Just some things that are more European, although I don't know if Hannah Gold is European as well, so I don't know. Maybe it could just be that this is more like her local print. I bought it also mainly for the cover. I like searching whenever you see a picture, by the way, on the thumbnail for the video and each podcast episode. That is actually the copy that I actually own. Fun little hint that I have, and I loved the copy, as you can see. It was so pretty. I wasn't thinking of reading it anyway, but I'm a sucker for the cool copies. Anyway, this book is about a girl who goes with her dad to, I want to say an Antarctica-like island for her dad to study astrology, which is like the study of the stars, right? Unless I'm just really bad names, which I am. So she goes with her dad in the middle of nowhere. There's basically snow, and then there's the house on this island. It's just her and her dad. No animals are supposed to be there, really, although there could have been like seal and birds. What's that was me dropping the book, sorry. April. Oh, her name's April. That's right. But April decides to go exploring one day. She ends up finding a bear while exploring the entire island, and it's very weak, it's very frail, it's enormous, and she's very small compared to it, at least on the picture. But she tries to save it and she tries to take care of it, but then she eventually has to go home with her father after spending 6 months on this island, and then something happens. They're both a long way from home, and they end up connecting over that as well. Oh, it's actually her debut novel. Oh wow, that's great for her. If you're a young writer or you're a beginner in writing and you just published your book, message me. Anyway, so this was a good book. I didn't really care for it, and I will show you the reasons why in just a second. But I would like to give you a word from our sponsor today, which is you know how on Etsy there are many fun stores and shops and everything. This shop that I'm about to say is called The Faithful Panda. And yes, I am the owner of that Etsy shop. On there, I sell jewelry and stickers mainly, and hopefully soon I'll be able to actually have bookmarks on there as well at some point, which I would really love to do, and make that have scriptures and book sayings on it too. So please click the link down below and use this coupon code PANDA10 to get 10% off of your next order. Everything in my shop, whether it's on sale right now or not. That's PANDA10. I will have the link down below. Please come check out my shop sometime. Anyway, back to the book. It says it's a Blue Peter Book Award. I don't know what that really is. I don't know what that is. But anyway, in the beginning of the story, it is well known that her mother has passed away. Her mother died, I think with cancer. And she's like 8 or 9 years old right now, and she never sees her father. Her father's always on work. She has to basically take care of herself and her dad while also going to school, and she's lonely all the time. The only friends that she has are animals that they say she speaks to. And there is involvement with death. There's no language except for probably dumb, not like dumb, maybe stupid. Things like that. Spice, no. Nothing like that. Age rating, probably 9 plus, maybe 8 plus, although I don't think my nephew would read it. And I don't exactly want my niece to read it when she turns 8 years old. But yeah, this book was really good, but it felt very slow. Although, like, I read it in 4 days, I think. I just didn't like it. I wasn't a fan of it. One thing that helped, though, when you're not a big fan of the book is when there's pictures in it. I think I gave it 3 stars just because. There's also hints of global warming and stuff like that. It does mention that in here. So just saying, if you don't want your child to read that, that's totally fine. I do not judge you for doing that. Just letting you know if you want to, or if someone you know wants to read this book. It does have that as well in there. There's the death of the mom, and I want to also say, like, neglect in there, just because, like, the father doesn't have time for her. He doesn't like being around her, I think, because in the story, he says she reminds him too much of her mom. And to me, that felt very sad. And I feel like that was very unjust. I just don't understand that parenting. Also, there's also mention, I was just looking at my notes, and there's also mention of, like, along with the global warming, how much plastic we use and how much is thrown into the ocean. So I think that's the last thing I have to say. It was published right after COVID, and I just didn't really have a great experience with this book. I barely remember it, and I gave it 3 stars for that reason. When I read it, it was past my age range of reading a book like that, which is not bad. You just learn as you read, and you get to experience what you like and what you dislike about certain books. It's all about learning. Yeah, the age rating, I would probably say 9, just because of the parent neglect and the global warming and the plastic usage. I felt like that was pretty heavy in there. It was mentioned a lot as well. And it was kind of frustrating about the dad just not taking care of her as he should, and being as a normal father would act toward his own child. But I just didn't like it. It wasn't my taste. But hey, you know what? My taste isn't everybody's taste, and I respect your taste if you liked this book. And if you like it, then that's fine. That's great. I'm happy for you, and I will pray for you. I'm kidding. But yeah, just didn't like this book. But if you or your kid wants to read it, there's also an ebook that you can, quote, rent on Hoopla, where you can basically, if you put in your library card in the app Hoopla, you can get this book for free as an ebook on there, which is nice. Thank you so much for listening today on this podcast. Sorry if it was a little bit short. Just didn't have too much to say about this book, which is probably fitting because I give it 3 stars. But I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Please click down on the button below to subscribe and follow. Please like and share with other people who would like to read or read this book or start listening to my podcast. Please get the word out there. I'm still a small podcaster, and YouTube and Spotify. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have an amazing day. God bless. Bye.